Time is the most valuable asset because it is the one resource that can never be replaced. Unlike money, possessions, or status, once time is spent, it is gone forever. You cannot buy more of it, and no matter how much you desire to reclaim it, time continues its steady march forward. This is why those who understand the power of time use it wisely. They know that how they spend each minute determines their future. Every second carries potential for growth, for change, for impact. But once it is gone, that potential is lost forever. Time, therefore, must be treated with reverence and respect. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that time is infinite. We live as if we have endless days, as if tomorrow is guaranteed, and this mindset leads to procrastination, laziness, and missed opportunities. The truth is, every day you live is a gift, a deposit into the bank of your life. How you choose to invest that gift will determine the quality of your future. If you are wasting time, you are wasting your life. Those who accomplish great things understand that time is their most precious commodity, and they protect it fiercely. Time has a way of revealing what truly matters. When you are young, it seems like you have an abundance of time to figure things out, to pursue your dreams, and to live life on your terms. But as time passes, priorities shift, and you realize that the moments you once took for granted are now in short supply. Suddenly, you start to see the value in each day, each hour, each minute. Those who live with this awareness are not distracted by trivial matters. They are laser-focused on what truly matters because they know their time is limited. What you do with your time reflects what you value. If you spend hours mindlessly scrolling through social media, binge watching shows, or engaging in unproductive conversations, it speaks to where your priorities lie. On the other hand, if you dedicate time to learning, building, creating, and growing, you show that you value your future and your potential. Time is not just a measure of hours, it is a reflection of your commitment to your goals and dreams. The question is, what are you choosing to value with your time? Time is the ultimate equalizer. It doesn't matter if you are rich or poor, young or old, successful or struggling, everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. The difference lies in how we use those hours. Some people waste them, while others maximize them. Those who rise to success have learned to prioritize their time, to make every moment count. They don't waste it on things that don't align with their purpose. Instead, they allocate their time to activities that push them closer to their goals, even if it means making sacrifices in the short term. Moreover, time requires discipline. To manage your time well, you must learn to say no to distractions, to set boundaries, and to develop habits that support your goals. It's not always easy. There will always be things vying for your attention, trying to pull you away from your path. But those who understand the value of time are disciplined in their approach. They know that every yes to a distraction is a no to their dreams. Time management, then, is less about controlling your schedule and more about mastering your focus and self-discipline. The decisions you make with your time today will shape the life you live tomorrow. Every small choice adds up, whether you realize it or not. That extra hour you spend working on your craft, the decision to wake up early, or the time you set aside for personal development, these choices compound over time. Just as compound interest grows wealth, the way you invest your time builds a future of success, fulfillment, and purpose. Conversely, if you waste your time today, you will find yourself paying for it in the future. Many people confuse being busy with being productive. They believe that the more tasks they complete, the more successful they will be. But the truth is, not all tasks are created equal, and not all busyness leads to progress. The difference between merely doing tasks and making real progress lies in purpose. Purpose is the compass that gives direction to your actions. When you prioritize purpose, you ensure that everything you do is moving you toward a meaningful goal, rather than simply filling your day with activity. Purpose is what gives value to your time. Without it, you are like a ship without a rudder, drifting wherever the currents of life take you. You might be moving, but you're not necessarily going in the right direction. Purpose brings clarity to your work. It helps you discern which tasks are worth your time and which are distractions disguised as productivity. When you are clear on your purpose, you can focus your energy on what truly matters, rather than getting lost in the noise of endless to-do lists. Prioritizing purpose means understanding that not every task deserves your attention. Just because something is on your to-do list doesn't mean it's important. You must learn to distinguish between what is urgent and what is important. Urgency often creates a false sense of importance, pushing you to act on things that might not contribute to your long-term goals. Purpose helps you see beyond the immediate pressures and focus on the tasks that have a lasting impact on your success and fulfillment. To prioritize purpose, you must first be clear about what that purpose is. This requires reflection and self-awareness. What are your long-term goals? What drives you? What kind of life are you trying to build? Once you have clarity on your purpose, every task and action should be evaluated through that lens. If a task doesn't align with your purpose, it's a distraction, no matter how pressing it seems. Purpose brings order to your day, allowing you to make decisions that support your vision rather than reacting to every demand that comes your way. This shift in mindset also means you'll need to learn to say no more often. Not every opportunity, request, or task is a good use of your time. When you prioritize purpose, you develop the discipline to decline things that don't serve your mission. This can be difficult, especially if you're used to being a people pleaser or have a hard time turning down requests. But every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your purpose, you are saying no to something that does. One of the biggest benefits of prioritizing purpose over tasks is that it allows you to work with greater focus and intention. When you are guided by purpose, you stop scattering your energy across too many activities. Instead, you concentrate your efforts on the few things that truly matter. This not only makes you more effective, but also brings a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. You begin to feel that your work has meaning and that you are making progress towards something significant rather than just checking off tasks. Prioritizing purpose also leads to long-term success because it ensures that you are always moving in the right direction. When you are focused on purpose, your actions build on each other. Each step you take brings you closer to your larger vision. This creates momentum, and over time, the cumulative effect of purpose-driven action leads to powerful results. In contrast, when you focus on tasks for the sake of tasks, you may find yourself spinning in circles, busy but not making meaningful progress. Planning with intention is about more than simply scheduling your day or creating a to-do list. It's about aligning your actions with a clear sense of purpose and direction. When you plan with intention, every task, every goal, and every minute has a purpose behind it. You don't just move from one activity to another blindly. Instead, you set a deliberate course for your day, your week, or even your year, ensuring that everything you do is contributing to your larger goals and aspirations. This intentional approach to planning starts with understanding where you want to go. It's about having a vision for your life, whether it's in your career, personal growth, relationships, or health. That vision becomes the foundation of your plan. Without it, even the best laid plans can leave you feeling aimless, as if you're just going through the motions. But when your plan is guided by intention, each task becomes a meaningful step toward your ultimate destination. Planning with intention also requires a deep level of focus and commitment. It's easy to let distractions, interruptions, and the demands of daily life pull you off track. But when you plan with intention, you guard your time and energy carefully. You become selective about what you allow into your schedule, choosing only those things that support your priorities and help you make progress. This often means saying no to activities or commitments that, while they might seem important in the moment, do not serve your long-term goals. Moreover, an intentional plan is flexible, not rigid. Life is unpredictable, and things don't always go according to plan. But when your plan is built around intention, you are better equipped to adapt and adjust. If a task doesn't go as expected or a new challenge arises, you can pivot without losing sight of your overall purpose. This adaptability allows you to stay resilient and focused even when obstacles arise, because you understand that the purpose behind your plan is still intact, even if the path to achieving it has changed. Intentional planning also involves setting clear priorities. Not everything is equally important, and when you try to treat every task as if it is, you dilute your focus and effectiveness. Planning with intention means identifying the most important tasks, the ones that will have the biggest impact on your goals, and giving those your full attention. It's about knowing which tasks are critical and which can wait, and then organizing your day so that you're always working on the highest priorities first. Another key aspect of planning with intention is setting aside time for reflection. This allows you to assess your progress and make any necessary adjustments to your plan. Without reflection, it's easy to get stuck in a cycle of doing without thinking, where you're completing tasks but not evaluating whether they're actually moving you closer to your goals. Regularly reflecting on your plan gives you the insight you need to course correct, refocus, and ensure that your efforts are still aligned with your larger purpose. Finally, planning with intention creates a sense of ownership over your time and your life. When you plan deliberately, you are no longer at the mercy of external circumstances. You take control of your schedule, your tasks, and your goals. You become proactive rather than reactive, shaping your day according to your priorities rather than letting your day shape you. This empowerment leads to greater productivity, but more importantly, it leads to a deeper sense of fulfillment because you know that every action you take is part of a meaningful plan. Learning to say no to time wasters is one of the most critical skills you can develop if you want to achieve meaningful success. Time wasters come in many forms: people, activities, habits, and even your own thoughts, and they drain your time and energy without adding any real value to your life. While some distractions may seem harmless or even enjoyable in the moment, they can slowly pull you away from your purpose and delay your progress. Mastering the art of saying no to these time wasters is essential if you are serious about reaching your goals. Time wasters often disguise themselves as urgent matters or harmless distractions, making it easy to fall into their trap. Social media notifications, endless scrolling, unnecessary meetings, and even idle conversations can consume hours of your day without you realizing it. These activities may feel like they are filling time, but they are really robbing you of the opportunity to do work that matters. The ability to recognize and reject these distractions is key to reclaiming your time and focusing on what truly moves you forward. One of the biggest challenges in saying no to time wasters is overcoming the fear of missing out. You may worry that if you don't check your messages or attend every meeting, you will miss something important. But this mindset keeps you locked in a cycle of distraction and prevents you from dedicating time to the things that truly matter. Saying no requires confidence and trust in your priorities. It means understanding that by saying no to distractions, you are saying yes to your bigger goals and aspirations. Another factor that makes it difficult to say no is the desire to please others. Many people feel obligated to say yes to requests from colleagues, friends, or family, even when those requests are not aligned with their goals. But constantly saying yes to others can leave you with no time for yourself. Learning to say no in these situations is not selfish, it's necessary for protecting your time and energy. You can still be helpful and supportive without sacrificing your own progress. Saying no to time wasters is about setting boundaries and communicating your priorities clearly. Saying no to time wasters also involves reevaluating the way you use your time. Sometimes the biggest time wasters are not external distractions, but internal habits like procrastination or poor time management. You may find yourself spending hours on tasks that could be done more efficiently or putting off important work until the last minute. These habits waste precious time and create unnecessary stress. By identifying and eliminating these self-imposed time wasters, you can create more space in your schedule for focused, productive work. One of the most effective ways to say no to time wasters is to create a clear plan for your day. When you have a schedule that is aligned with your priorities, it becomes easier to spot distractions and reject them. A well-structured day leaves little room for time wasters to creep in. It also gives you a sense of control over your time, making it easier to say no to activities that don't fit into your plan. Planning ahead allows you to be proactive rather than reactive in managing your time. In the end, saying no to time wasters is about valuing your time and understanding that it is a limited resource. Every minute you spend on something that doesn't serve your purpose is a minute you will never get back. Those who achieve great things have learned to protect their time fiercely. They know that every no they give to a distraction is a yes to their future. By being selective with how you spend your time, you can maximize your productivity and ensure that every action you take brings you closer to your goals. The difference between spending time and investing time is the difference between surviving and thriving. When you spend time, you are merely passing the hours, filling your day with activities that might not yield any long-term benefit. But when you invest time, you are using it intentionally with a focus on growth, progress, and future rewards. Time, like money, is a resource that can either be spent carelessly or invested wisely. The key is understanding that every moment is an opportunity, and how you use it determines the return you will see in the future. Investing time means choosing activities that contribute to your personal, professional, or spiritual growth. It's about dedicating time to things that matter, things that will have a lasting impact on your life. This might mean spending time developing a new skill, strengthening relationships, or working toward a long-term goal. Unlike spending time where the focus is on immediate gratification or simple task completion, investing time requires patience and vision. You may not see the rewards right away, but over time, the returns are exponential. One of the key ways to invest your time is through self-improvement. Whether it's reading, learning, practicing, or reflecting, the time you dedicate to bettering yourself pays off in the long run. When you spend time watching television or mindlessly scrolling through social media, you might feel entertained for the moment, but those activities don't contribute to your growth. On the other hand, time spent learning a new skill or expanding your knowledge compounds over the years, giving you a competitive edge and deeper insight into the world around you. Investing in yourself is one of the most valuable ways to use your time. Another critical area of investment is in relationships. Building strong, meaningful connections takes time and effort, but the rewards are immeasurable. Whether it's with family, friends, mentors, or colleagues, the time you invest in nurturing relationships creates a support network that can carry you through challenges and help you seize opportunities. Spending time casually with others is fine, but investing time in truly understanding, supporting, and growing with the people around you builds relationships that will sustain you and enrich your life in ways that superficial interactions cannot. Investing time also means being strategic about your goals. Too often, people get caught up in the busyness of daily life, checking off tasks without considering whether those tasks are moving them closer to their ultimate objectives. When you invest time, you step back and ask, what am I working toward? Does this activity contribute to my long-term vision? It's not about being constantly productive or filling every minute with work. It's about making sure the time you use aligns with your purpose and goals. This mindset shift from spending to investing brings clarity and focus to your life. Moreover, investing time requires discipline. It's easy to spend time on things that provide immediate pleasure or comfort, but those choices often leave you with nothing to show for them later. Investing time, on the other hand, involves delaying gratification, choosing the harder path today for greater rewards tomorrow. This might mean waking up early to work on a side project, dedicating hours to perfecting your craft, or spending time planning your future instead of just reacting to the present. Discipline is what allows you to make those tough choices, knowing that the investment you make today will pay off in the future. Finally, investing time also requires reflection and assessment. Just like a financial investment, you need to periodically evaluate how you are using your time. Are the activities you're engaged in yielding the results you hope for? Are there areas where you need to invest more time, or where you've been wasting time on things that don't serve your goals? Reflection allows you to make adjustments, ensuring that your time is always being used in the most valuable way possible. By constantly reassessing how you invest your time, you maintain control over your life and ensure that your efforts are directed toward what truly matters. In the end, how you use your time determines the quality of your life. Those who spend their time without thought or purpose often find themselves frustrated, stagnant, or unfulfilled. But those who invest their time wisely, who view every moment as an opportunity to grow, create, and contribute, will see the dividends of their efforts over time. The difference between spending and investing is not just about how you use your hours, it's about how you build your future. Leveraging small moments is about recognizing the value in every fragment of time, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Often, people overlook these brief moments thinking they aren't long enough to accomplish anything meaningful. However, those who understand the power of small moments know that they add up. By taking advantage of these pockets of time, you can make consistent progress toward your goals, whether it's reading a few pages of a book, sending a quick email, or reflecting on your day. Success is not built in grand gestures, but in the accumulation of small, intentional actions. The key to leveraging small moments is being mindful of how you use them. In today's world, it's easy to let idle moments slip away. Standing in line, waiting for an appointment, or even a few minutes before a meeting are often wasted on distractions like social media or aimless thoughts. But these moments are opportunities in disguise. They are the spaces where, with just a little focus, you can chip away at tasks, reflect, or learn something new. Instead of seeing them as empty time, view them as chances to make progress. Consistency is the secret ingredient that transforms small moments into powerful tools for success. Even if you only have 5 minutes to work on something, doing it regularly creates momentum. For instance, if you dedicate just 10 minutes a day to learning a new skill or reading, by the end of the year, you would have invested more than 60 hours. That consistent, daily effort can lead to significant results over time. Small moments, when leveraged with intention, accumulate into major achievements. These moments also present an opportunity to reflect and reset. Life moves quickly, and we often get caught up in the rush of daily tasks without taking a breath. Small moments can be used to pause, center yourself, and realign with your goals. A few minutes spent in quiet reflection or deep breathing can improve your focus and mental clarity, allowing you to approach the rest of your day with more energy and purpose. Instead of letting these moments drift by unnoticed, make them moments of intentional recalibration. Another way to leverage small moments is through preparation. Many tasks, projects, or goals can be broken down into smaller parts that don't require large chunks of time. By using short breaks or idle moments to prepare, you can significantly reduce the workload later. For example, you might not have time to complete an entire project during a brief break, but you could outline the steps, draft an email, or do some quick research. These micro steps set the stage for bigger accomplishments when more time is available. The beauty of small moments is that they also help you stay connected to long-term goals. Often, people wait for the perfect time to work on their dreams, thinking they need long hours of uninterrupted focus. But that perfect time rarely comes. When you use small moments to make small advances, you keep your goals alive and active in your daily life. Even the smallest steps forward keep you moving in the right direction, rather than stalling out while waiting for ideal circumstances. Leveraging small moments also builds discipline. It teaches you to make the most of your time and to resist the temptation of procrastination. When you learn to use every opportunity to move closer to your goals, you build a mindset of productivity and intentionality. You begin to see that progress doesn't always require massive effort, but rather consistent attention. This discipline translates into other areas of life, helping you become more effective and efficient with how you manage both your time and energy. Finally, small moments can be used to nurture relationships, another key component of success. A quick text to check in on a friend or a brief conversation with a colleague can strengthen connections that are vital to both personal and professional growth. Relationships are built on small, meaningful interactions over time, not just grand gestures. By leveraging small moments to show care and attention to the people around you, you foster stronger bonds that will support you in the long run. Rest with purpose is about understanding that rest is not a break from productivity, but an essential part of it. Too often, people see rest as a luxury or something they only allow themselves once they are completely burned out. However, purposeful rest is about taking time to recharge strategically so that you can return to your work or goals with renewed energy and focus. When you rest with intention, you're not just recuperating physically, but also mentally and emotionally, ensuring that your time off enhances your overall performance. Rest is not a sign of weakness or laziness, it's a key component of sustainable success. High achievers know that pushing themselves non-stop leads to diminishing returns. Productivity declines, creativity fades, and mistakes increase. Purposeful rest allows you to avoid this trap. By integrating rest into your routine, you maintain a steady pace without exhausting yourself. Just like an athlete knows when to take breaks to keep their performance high, those pursuing big goals must learn to step back regularly to stay sharp and focused. Purposeful rest is about quality, not just quantity. It's not enough to simply stop working for a few hours or take a vacation if your mind is still consumed with stress, emails, and unfinished tasks. True rest happens when you fully disengage from work and allow your mind and body to reset. This could mean engaging in activities that relax you, like spending time in nature, practicing mindfulness, reading, or enjoying a hobby. The goal is to give yourself the mental and emotional space to recharge, rather than filling your rest time with distractions. When you rest with purpose, you create the opportunity for deeper reflection. Rest isn't just about stepping away from tasks, it's also a time to think more clearly about where you're headed. Often, breakthroughs come not during periods of intense work, but in those moments of stillness when your mind is free to wander. In rest, you may gain new insights, creative ideas, or solutions to problems you've been struggling with. This makes rest not only a time for recovery, but also a vital part of the creative and problem-solving process. Another important aspect of resting with purpose is maintaining balance. Rest shouldn't be something you only turn to when you're completely depleted. Instead, it should be a regular part of your life, integrated into your schedule, just like any other priority. This means recognizing the signs of fatigue early and giving yourself permission to rest before burnout occurs. When rest is intentional and proactive, it becomes a powerful tool to help you maintain your health, energy, and motivation over the long term. Moreover, purposeful rest allows you to return to your work with greater clarity and purpose. After a period of rest, your mind is sharper, your focus is stronger, and your decision-making improves. You're better equipped to tackle challenges and handle complex problems. Without proper rest, your thinking becomes clouded, and you are more likely to make impulsive decisions or overlook important details. In this way, rest isn't just about recovery, it's about enhancing the quality of the work you produce when you're back in action. Rest also serves as a time to reconnect with the things that matter outside of your work. It's easy to become so consumed by your goals that you neglect relationships, personal growth, or self-care. Purposeful rest gives you the opportunity to nurture these areas of your life. Whether it's spending quality time with loved ones, pursuing a personal interest, or taking care of your physical health, these activities enrich your life and provide the emotional and social support you need to sustain your ambitions. Finally, rest with purpose creates a healthy rhythm in your life. It teaches you to respect the natural ebb and flow of energy, rather than trying to operate at full capacity all the time. By recognizing that rest is a necessary part of the productivity cycle, you create a sustainable way to pursue your goals without sacrificing your well-being. This balance between work and rest allows you to perform at your best over the long term, ensuring that you stay motivated, inspired, and resilient on your journey to success. Measure progress. Not perfection is a mindset that allows you to focus on the journey rather than being consumed by an unattainable ideal. Perfection is a mirage, something you can never fully grasp, no matter how hard you try. When you chase perfection, you set yourself up for frustration and disappointment because nothing will ever seem good enough. Progress, on the other hand, is tangible and measurable. It's about recognizing and celebrating the small victories along the way, understanding that each step forward is a sign of growth and movement toward your larger goals. When you focus on progress, you begin to see the value in the effort itself. Progress isn't always linear, and it doesn't mean you won't encounter setbacks or challenges. But when you measure how far you've come, rather than how far you still have to go, you shift your perspective from one of frustration to one of motivation. Every bit of progress, no matter how small, is a sign that you're moving in the right direction. This mindset builds resilience, encouraging you to keep pushing forward, even when the road is tough. Measuring progress also fosters a growth mindset, where you see challenges as opportunities for improvement rather than failures. When perfection is the goal, any mistake or setback feels like a major failure. But when progress is the focus, mistakes are simply part of the process. They become valuable lessons that help you refine your approach and get better over time. This shift in perspective allows you to approach your work, personal goals, or relationships with more grace and patience, knowing that growth takes time. This approach also helps to reduce the paralyzing effect of perfectionism. When you aim for perfection, you may become so overwhelmed by the fear of not being perfect that you don't even start. Or you may spend too much time obsessing over details that don't matter in the bigger picture, delaying your progress altogether. Measuring progress gives you permission to start where you are, knowing that the goal is not to be perfect, but to improve. This frees you from the unrealistic pressure of getting everything right on the first try and helps you focus on simply moving forward. Additionally, measuring progress allows you to set more realistic and achievable goals. When you fixate on perfection, the finish line always feels out of reach, making it hard to stay motivated. But when you track progress, you can set smaller, attainable milestones that give you a sense of accomplishment along the way. These wins create momentum, which in turn fuels your drive to keep going. By breaking larger goals into smaller, manageable steps, you create a clear path to success and make the journey less overwhelming. Focusing on progress also helps maintain your motivation over the long term. Perfection is an all-or-nothing mindset, where you either achieve the impossible or feel like you've failed. Progress, on the other hand, is cumulative. Each step builds on the previous one, and every bit of progress counts toward the bigger picture. When you measure progress, you give yourself more reasons to celebrate and stay motivated, as you can see the gradual improvement over time. This reinforces the belief that you are moving closer to your goal, even if it's at a slower pace than you initially expected. Measuring progress instead of perfection also encourages self-compassion. Perfectionism is often accompanied by harsh self-criticism because you're never fully satisfied with your efforts. But when you focus on progress, you begin to acknowledge and appreciate the work you've put in. You start to give yourself credit for the improvements you've made, even if they're small. This fosters a healthier relationship with yourself, reducing stress and promoting a mindset of personal growth rather than constant dissatisfaction. Ultimately, focusing on progress leads to more sustainable success. Perfection is an unsustainable goal. It's exhausting, emotionally draining, and can lead to burnout. Progress, on the other hand, is about steady growth over time. It's about learning, evolving, and getting better every day. By measuring progress, you create a pace that allows you to keep moving forward without burning out, ensuring that your efforts lead to lasting achievements. This mindset enables you to enjoy the process and stay committed to your goals for the long haul. In the end, progress is what leads to meaningful change. Perfection might be an illusion, but progress is real and measurable. It's the small, consistent improvements that accumulate over time and transform your life. By choosing to measure progress rather than chasing perfection, you build a foundation for success that is grounded in growth, resilience, and continuous learning. This approach not only helps you achieve your goals, but also ensures that the journey is fulfilling and rewarding. Developing habits of excellence is about consistently performing actions that move you toward mastery in every area of your life. Excellence isn't a one-time effort, it's a lifestyle built on deliberate, repetitive habits that, over time, produce outstanding results. The habits shape our daily behaviors, and those behaviors ultimately define the quality of our work, relationships, and personal growth. When you commit to building habits of excellence, you ensure that every action you take reflects your highest standards, even in the smallest details. The foundation of excellence lies in consistency. It's not about being excellent once or twice, it's about making excellence a routine. This requires commitment to doing your best, not just when it's convenient, but every day, regardless of circumstances. Small, disciplined actions repeated over time lead to greatness. Whether it's showing up early, staying focused on tasks, or constantly seeking ways to improve, these small acts become second nature, driving you toward continuous growth and achievement. Habits of excellence begin with setting high standards for yourself. It's easy to settle for good enough, but excellence demands more. You must hold yourself accountable to consistently go beyond the average, pushing your limits to raise the bar in everything you do. This means rejecting mediocrity and refusing to take shortcuts. Excellence is a commitment to doing things the right way, even when no one is watching, and even when it requires more effort or time. By setting these standards, you train your mind to seek and achieve more in every aspect of your life. To develop habits of excellence, you must focus on process, not just outcomes. Many people are obsessed with achieving certain results, but excellence is about paying attention to how you achieve those results. It's about mastering the fundamentals, whether in your work, health, or relationships, and ensuring that you execute each step with precision and care. This focus on the process creates a strong foundation for long-term success because it emphasizes quality and improvement over time rather than quick wins or superficial results. Another key to building habits of excellence is embracing the power of continuous improvement. Excellence isn't a destination, it's an ongoing journey. No matter how skilled or successful you become, there is always room for growth. Those who develop habits of excellence are never satisfied with staying at their current level. They are constantly looking for ways to get better, whether through learning, practice, or self-reflection. This mindset of continuous improvement ensures that your habits evolve as you do, allowing you to achieve greater heights over time. Discipline is also essential in developing habits of excellence. Excellence requires you to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. There will be days when motivation is low or when distractions try to pull you off course, but habits of excellence are built on a foundation of discipline, not fleeting motivation. The ability to stay committed to your goals, regardless of how you feel in the moment, is what separates those who achieve lasting success from those who only achieve it temporarily. Discipline ensures that your actions are aligned with your long-term vision, day in and day out. Surrounding yourself with excellence is equally important in cultivating these habits. Your environment influences your behavior, and if you're surrounded by mediocrity, it becomes harder to maintain high standards. Seek out people, places, and practices that inspire you to aim higher. Whether it's colleagues who challenge you, mentors who push you, or communities that encourage growth, your environment should reflect the level of excellence you wish to attain. This not only reinforces your habits, but also holds you accountable to continually strive for more. Finally, habits of excellence also include taking care of yourself. Excellence requires energy, focus, and resilience, and these things are only possible when you prioritize your well-being. Proper rest, nutrition, exercise, and mental health practices are essential to maintaining the energy needed to pursue excellence consistently. Those who neglect their health often find themselves burned out or unable to perform at their best. By building habits of self-care into your routine, you ensure that you have the strength and stamina to keep pushing forward, no matter how demanding the journey becomes. In conclusion, developing habits of excellence is not about achieving perfection, but about making excellence a way of life. It's about consistently choosing to perform at your highest level, even when it's hard or when no one is watching. It's a commitment to growth, discipline, and continuous improvement. By building these habits into your daily routine, you create a powerful momentum that propels you towards success in every area of your life. Excellence, after all, is not an act but a habit. And by cultivating these habits, you set yourself up for a lifetime of achievement and fulfillment. Time management is fundamentally about self-management. It is not merely a set of tools or techniques for scheduling tasks. It is a reflection of how you prioritize your life, values, and responsibilities. When you learn to manage your time effectively, you are simultaneously learning to manage yourself. This involves a deep understanding of your goals, motivations, and limitations, and the discipline to align your daily actions with your long-term vision. Time management, therefore, becomes an act of self-awareness and self-control, shaping not just what you do, but who you are. At its core, effective time management requires clarity about your priorities. It necessitates taking the time to define what truly matters to you, both personally and professionally. Without this clarity, Your time can easily be consumed by urgent but unimportant tasks, leaving little room for the activities that align with your true objectives. When you have a clear vision of your priorities, you can make conscious choices about how to allocate your time. This not only enhances productivity, but also leads to a greater sense of fulfillment as you invest your energy into the areas of your life that matter most. Self-discipline plays a crucial role in time management. To manage your time effectively, you must cultivate the ability to say no to distractions and to stick to your plans even when temptation pulls you in other directions. This requires setting boundaries and developing the willpower to resist immediate gratification in favor of long-term goals. When you manage your time well, you demonstrate a commitment to your objectives and an understanding that achieving meaningful outcomes often requires sacrifice and focus. So, this discipline builds character and reinforces a strong sense of purpose in everything you do. Additionally, effective time management involves recognizing your own rhythms and productivity patterns. Everyone has different times of the day when they feel most energetic and focused. By understanding your peak performance periods, you can schedule your most challenging tasks during those times, ensuring that you are working at your best. This self-awareness helps you to avoid burnout and maintain a high level of efficiency throughout your day. By tailoring your schedule to fit your natural tendencies, you not only enhance your productivity, but also create a more enjoyable work experience. Another key aspect of time management as self-management is accountability. When you take responsibility for how you spend your time, you empower yourself to make proactive choices. This means regularly reviewing your progress, reflecting on how effectively you are using your time, and making necessary adjustments. Holding yourself accountable ensures that you remain aligned with your goals and reinforces the idea that you are the architect of your own life. This process of self-evaluation fosters growth, helping you to identify patterns that contribute to success or hinder your progress. Effective time management also requires cultivating a mindset of flexibility. Life is unpredictable, and despite the best laid plans, unexpected challenges and opportunities will arise. Being able to adapt your schedule and respond to changing circumstances is a hallmark of self-management. This doesn't mean abandoning your goals, but rather learning to navigate through the chaos with resilience and grace. Embracing flexibility allows you to maintain focus on what truly matters while still accommodating the demands of daily life. Moreover, time management as self-management involves developing healthy habits that support your well-being. Taking regular breaks, prioritizing self-care, and ensuring you have downtime are all essential components of a balanced life. When you take care of yourself, you are better equipped to manage your time effectively. Neglecting your physical and mental health can lead to decreased productivity and a negative impact on your ability to make sound decisions. By nurturing your well-being, you create a strong foundation that enhances your capacity for effective time management. Finally, the relationship between time management and self-management leads to a deeper sense of purpose and direction in life. When you manage your time well, you are making conscious choices that reflect your values and aspirations. This alignment between your actions and your goals fosters a greater sense of satisfaction and achievement. By actively engaging in self-management through time management, you not only become more productive, but also create a life that is more meaningful and fulfilling. In conclusion, time management is not just a skill, it is a reflection of how well you manage yourself. It encompasses self-awareness, discipline, accountability, flexibility, and the cultivation of healthy habits. By understanding and embracing the principles of time management, you take charge of your life, prioritize what matters, and align your actions with your vision. This journey of self-management ultimately leads to personal growth, fulfillment, and success.